So there is this gentleman who came to me and shared his problem with me and wanted me to share it with you so that maybe he can get a solution. He told me he had a wife and the wife was educated, but you know how controlling men can be. He stopped his wife from working, so the wife was forced to stop working. She kept her degree and sat home, gave birth to children, mothered the children, and kept did house chores and all that. But you know how some men and how ungrateful some people can be, or how some even men can be. This man gets a girlfriend one time. He used to cheat, of course, every time he used to cheat. But this time round, he got a more serious girlfriend who wanted to owe him to himself, to an extent that he thinks the girl used witchcraft to make him hate the wife at home. So he said every time I could go home, I could feel bad looking at her, I realized I'm not happy going home anymore. And before I knew it, I started missing going home. And before I know it, I stopped. What happened is after he stopped going home, the wife woke up to reality that I need to get a job and work because my children need to survive. See what the things men make us go through. At first you stopped me. So it's been an idle mind all these years. I've given birth to children, 4 children. They have 4 children together. And that's when you realize you deserve someone much better with a more fine figure, because mine is not as fine as you found it at first. So this guy, this lady started looking for jobs. The guy never told the lady that, it's over between us. For him, he just disappeared. He stopped coming home. He left everything and went. His children, even when he used to be called, he could not pick calls. The lady tried to reach out through his relatives. He could not respond until she gave up and she was like, I'm not disabled. Let me just look for a job. I look after my children. So he looked for a job. They lost connection, like they were not talking. The lady looked for a job and got a job. And guess what? She's sitting in one office as an HR. The lady that was dumped at home. So one time, they call in what? People to seeking for jobs. And the husband comes, only to find that on the interview panel, the wife is still there. She's among the decision makers. The wife he dumped in her home and left with 4 children is now seated on that panel of decision makers of whether you should get a job or no, of whether you're passing that interview or no. Guess what? Everyone, of course, can tell. The man shivered in disbelief. He could not believe it's his wife. Oh, his ex-wife, because it's now ex. You left me, you dumped me. Now time has passed. Like, you can't call me your wife anymore. I'm not your wife anymore. I'm just someone you might be knowing, but I'm not your wife anymore. So this lady asked the questions, and she was serious, and she stayed cool. She asked the questions, and as other colleagues were meeting the guy with questions, she somehow made it kind of simple for the guy to understand the questions. And they were like, we shall get back to you. So they got back to the guy, only for the guy to realize that the lady was the HR, the senior HR of the company. The senior HR of that company, human resource manager of that company. Actually, she called him. She was like, oh, so you passed the interview. Here is your letter. Go through the terms and conditions. If you agree with them, sign your letter and tell us when you're resuming work. The guy did exactly that. Of course, he was speechless. He could not bring in the past. He could not act like I know you, because for the lady, she was acting professional. You know, someone looks at you and they're not even smiling, because there is no need to smile. They're serious. Just asking you questions, not even asking you, just informing you what needs to be done now forward. So this guy signs the papers and is like, I'm ready to resume tomorrow, because he was desperate for a job. So the lady said, no, don't resume tomorrow. You resume next week on Monday. Actually, not resuming, you start. You'll start working next week on Monday. We'll give you these days to prepare yourself, not only physically but as well mentally, so that you give this job your best. We chose you. We do not expect any disappointments. Oh. So the guy left. He started working at the company, and the lady acts like, I do not know you, and I'm okay with you as a worker. You know, she's not blaming the guy for anything. You know, there is that person who can give you a job, then start speaking on you, everything you do. But this lady is not doing anything. No, not doing anything. She's just quiet. She's just quiet. And she's acting okay with everything. This worker at the company, she's okay with the worker. She has no complaints about him, because he's also keeping himself in check. He knows the position is in the company. So he's asking the question. The lady is acting so cool about everything. She's acting like she doesn't know me. I can't ask about my children as much as I want to ask about them. I can't apologize because she's not showing any signs that she even knows me. What should I do? That to an extent, he said that even when I get an opportunity of I want to meet the HR for some reason, she keeps it business. And she's like, unless you have anything official to say to me, I'm busy. She ensures he doesn't say anything not work related. So he's stuck. He's asking himself, what should I do? What should I do? So I bring the question to you. What should he do? Men. Otherwise, for these stories and more, we have problems. Oh, I remember I told you that I started sharing here people's problems, for us to share solutions with them. So I call them relationship problem solution. So I'm sharing this relationship problem, or this particular problem. It needs solutions. So people, the platform is open. In the comment section, tell us, what do you think he should do? Otherwise, thank you for watching. And for you people who have not yet subscribed to Elma's Corner, my darling, subscribe to Elma's Corner or CDK. You won't regret, because I'm not here to pass time. I was called to serve. Otherwise, thank you. I'm here to change mindsets. I'm here, not only to change mindsets, but to have fun as well. You know, to share about me as well. You will get to know me, I get to know you. Life moves on. Thank you.